Hello student, myself is Dr. S.A. Khernar, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Botany from MEP Samaj, SVKT College, Devlali Camp. In this lecture, we will going to studying the next family from our paper first of SYBSc. That family we are now going to studying that belongs in a paper first angiosperm taxonomy and plant ecology. Before that, we will recap what we were studied in the last video. In the last video, we were studied the family Anonaceae. Anonaceae is also one of the family of angiosperm that present at the beginning of the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. This family Anonaceae also identified or recognized as a custard apple family, and this family is polypetalous and belongs in a order Ranales. Today we will going to studying the next family. The name of the family, today's family is study of family Brassicaceae. The Brassicaceae is a new name. The earlier popular name of this family was Cruciferae, but the Cruciferae name is not according to the nomenclature system, and that's why the ending must be with a ACEAE, and that's why the new name is given to this family, and according to the nomenclature rule, the new name of this family is Brassicaceae. So today we will going to studying the second family from our angiosperm taxonomy and plant ecology paper of SYBSc, third semester and paper first. In the today's video or today's lecture, we will going to see the systematic position as per Bentham and Hooker system of classification. We have to classify the today's family also according to the Bentham and Hooker system. We also learn or study the salient features of the family. We also see the peculiarity of the family, what peculiarities are present in this particular plant families, and that peculiarities will help to identify the plants of this particular family. Also we will see the floral formula of the particular family and floral diagram of the particular family. And lastly, we also want to learn or we also want to study the any 5 examples of the family or any 5 plants of the family with their economic importance. This is what our today's agenda for studying the family Brassicaceae. What are the learning objectives of studying this family? Why we are going to learn the plant families? We are going to learn the families to know the systematic position of that particular family, to study the salient features of the particular family, to study the floral formula and floral diagram of a particular family, and also to study the examples and their economic importance for the society. So with this learning objective, we will going to learn or we will going to study the today's family. Introduction to Brassicaceae. The Brassicaceae family is also commonly called as a family of mustard. This family gives us a economically important plants like a mustard, and we all know that the seeds of mustards are used in our day-to-day food preparation as a spice, and also the mustard is a oil seed plant. With respect to distribution of the family, there are 372 genera and 4060 species worldwide distributed from this family, and from that 64 genera and 207 species are occurs in our country. Systematic position of the family according to Bentham and Hooker system of plant classification. According to this system, this particular family belongs in a division Phanerogams because the plants are flowering and seed bearing. Angiosperms, subdivision angiosperm because the flowering plants in which ovules are hided or enclosed in the ovary and seeds are enclosed in a fruit. Class Dicotyledons, there are 2 cotyledons present in a seed and leaves are with a reticulate venation. Subclass Polypetalae because The petals are free in a flower of this family, Ceres thalamiflori, because the flower is hypogynous or with a superior gynoecium or superior ori. Order Parietals, because the ovules are present in a ori on a parietal placentation, and that's why this family belongs in a order Parietal. And family Brassicaceae, because this family has a simple exstipulate lyrate leaves with a sulfur juice flower tetramerous and stamens didynamous. Now we will going to turns to learn a salient feature of this particular family. According to the study, this particular family, plants of this particular family are generally with a herbs habitat, and leaves are exstipulate. The lower leaves are lyrate. Calyx are present in a two hulls. Corolla cruciform, stamens tetradynamous, ori bicarpellary syncarpous, unilocular, and becomes a bilocular due to the development of fall septum, and the fruit is siliqua. In these salient features, the typical salient features are mostly this family includes a herbaceous plant. Leaves are simple exstipulate and they are of lyrate type. You can see the image showing the lyrate leaves. The lyrate leaves means the leaf lamina is deeply dissected up to certain limit, and such dissected leaf lamina or leaf is considered or called as a lyrate kind of leaves. The corolla is cruciform because the petals are present in a cross, and such kind of petal arrangement is considered as a cruciform corolla. Stamens are tetradynamous is also one of the typical salient feature of this particular family, and then the fruit is siliqua type, that is also a typical or particular salient feature of this particular family. You can see the second image that showing the vertical transverse section of flower. In the vertical transverse section you can see the petals, stamens, gynoecium, and thalamus and pedicel in the flower. In the salient feature, what is meant by cruciform corolla? Because we can identify or recognize the family Brassicaceae with the help of cruciform corolla. Cruciform corolla is one of the typical key character of this particular family. So we will see or we will get understand that what is meant by cruciform corolla. Cruciform is a polypetalous regular corolla. 4 free petals are equal and arranged in the form of a cross, and is a characteristic feature of this particular family. The cruciform corolla only occurs in this particular family. And the another salient, typical salient feature is tetradynamous conditions in the androeciums, tetradynamous conditions of stamens in the androecium. The tetradynamous condition, there are total 6 stamens. From that 6 stamens, the 2 stamens are short in a length, and remaining 4 stamens are more or longer in the length, and they develop unequal length of the stamens. 4 stamens are somewhat different length of their filament, and 2 stamens are having a different length, and this inequality in the stamens is identified or recognized as a tetradynamous condition, and this is also a very typical condition of the stamens occur in the androecium of this particular family's plant. The another salient feature is kind of fruit. The kind of fruit is a special kind, and it has named as a siliqua fruit. This siliqua fruit develops from the bicarpellary syncarpous superior ori. Initially the fruit was a one chambered, but subsequently becomes a two chambered due to the formation of the false septum, and this fruit has a 2 sutures, ventral suture and dorsal suture, and at the time of dehiscence both the sutures are get away from the placenta, or both the sutures are break down at the same time, and that's why the fruit is dioecious along with the both suture, and this particular kind of fruit is identified as a siliqua or silicula type of fruit. This is also a very typical salient feature of this particular family. These are the three key characters of this particular family which will help to identify this particular family. You can see the image showing the picture of cruciform corolla in which 4 petals are arranged in a cross manner. You can also see the second image that showing the tetradynamous condition of the stamens, in which 4 stamens are long, their filament is long, and 2 stamens are having a short filament, and this is what the figure showing you the tetradynamous condition of the stamens. And in the third image you can see the siliqua or silicula kind of fruit. The fruit is like a pod, it has a septum and 2 sutures. At the time of dehiscence, both the sutures are go away from the septums and seeds are get thrown out or dehisce. In the third image you can also see the transverse section of the ovary. In the transverse section you can see the ovules are placed at the parietal placentation, and the parietal placentation, ovules are on the parietal placentation. This is also one of the important characters present in these plants of this particular family. Now we will move towards the floral formula and floral diagram study of this particular family. As I have already explained you that what is mean by floral formula. Floral formula is a symbolic representation. We can use these symbols, standard symbols as per the botany, and we can develop a floral formula of a particular flower. So floral formula of this particular family shows or is like this. The flower is ebracteate, actinomorphic, means you can cut from any side, you will get the 2 equal halves. Then bisexual means male and female both the sex are present in the same flower. Then sepals are 4, they are present 2 plus 2, means they are showing the imbricate aestivation. Then petals are 4, they are present in a cross, and they are their total number is 4. Androeciums are showing the 6 stamens, and their condition is 2 plus 4, means 2 stamens are short and remaining 4 stamens are long. The gynoecium is bicarpellary syncarpous and superior in nature. The second image showing you the floral diagram picture of this particular family. Floral diagram is a diagrammatic representation of a flower. So in this diagrammatic representation you can see the outermost whorl. That outermost whorl showing you the 4 segments of sepals, and among that the 2 segments are totally inside and remaining 2 segments are overlapping to the inner one, means 2 sepals are inside and 2 sepals are outside, and this indicates the imbricate aestivation in the sepals. They are free or polysepalous. Next to sepals there are presence of 4 petals. The 4 petals are polypetalous in nature, they are free, they are volute in arrangement, they are no one lobe is overlapping to no one, and that's why they are just lying to one after the another, and they are free from one another, but they are present in a cross, and that's why the corolla is cruciform. Inside the this whorl you can see the 6 stamens, they are free, and these 6 stamens are the 4 are forming the one group and remaining 2 are forming the one group. This is what a representative floral diagram of this particular family. Now we'll we'll move towards the next point of our study, and that is examples with economic importance. I have already explained you that this family is economically important because the important oil yielding plant is present in this particular family. Apart from that, this family also includes the many numbers of plants that are very useful as a vegetable throughout the world. These plants are used, or their fruits are used as a vegetable, and that's why they are also well recognized. And because of these plants, this particular family has got a good economic importance. Most of the plants of this particular family are cultivated annually in all seasons by the farmer, so they are the crop plants, and this is also a reason because of that this family got the good economic importance. The first plant we will going to see, that is a Brassica oleracea variety botrytis. Commonly this plant is called as a cauliflower. You can see the image. Cauliflower is a one of the part of our day-to-day food, and it is very well known to all of us that the cauliflower is a one of the well-known vegetable plant. The another plant, that is a Brassica oleracea variety capitata, and commonly this plant is called as a cabbage. This is what a leafy vegetable. The leaves are develops the cabbage. This is also a very well known to all of us. You can see in the image, this is what another economically important plant of this particular family. Then the next plant, that is a Brassica campestris, commonly identified this plant as a mustard plant. The seeds are used as a spice, and also they are crushed for obtaining the mustard oil, and throughout the world the mustard oil is used for the edible purpose. The another important plant, that is a Raphanus sativus, commonly called as a radish. The roots of this particular plants are eaten in raw, so they are used in a fruit salad, and this plant is also one of the important vegetable plant belongs to this particular family. Then the last plant, that is a Iberis amara. Commonly this plant is called as a candy tufts plant. This plant is planted or cultivated for their flowers. This plant bears a ivory or white color flowers, and the bunches of flowers are used in the different purposes. They may be used in the flower arrangement. While preparation of the flower arrangement, the Iberis amara flowers are useful. And also the another use of this plant is, this plant is cultivated or planted as a ornamental plant in the gardens because of their showy flowers. You can see the brief economic importance in the form of byproducts. The first image showing you the mustard oil that is obtained from the Brassica nigra and Brassica campestris. The antioxidant oil is also obtained from the color cabbage. Then the another image that showing the cabbage oil. The both kinds of cabbage, color cabbage or non-color cabbage, used to crush to obtain the oils. And the candida plants useful. Their flowers bunches are used in the flower arrangement. This is what the view of economic importance as a gallons. Assignment from this family. What way the questions or assignment will be there? As per our university norms, there may be a long question or short question, but the long questions includes the answers of short questions also. So that's why the assignment for you is classify the family Brassicaceae, write salient features, write floral formula, draw floral diagram, and write economic importance of the family. This will be a assignment, includes long as well as short questions. Summary. In the summary we will see the typical features or summarize characteristics of this particular family what we studied now. In this family the leaves are simple and lyrate, flower tetramerous, corolla cruciform, stamens tetradynamous, and fruit is siliqua type. After this family, what we will going to learn the next family in the next video. That is what a precap. In the next video, we will going to studying the next family from our syllabus, and the name of family is Myrtaceae. The Myrtaceae is a family identified as a aromatic plant family. This is also a family belongs in a subclass Polypetalae and order Myrtales. Thank you.